All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dapper Ds. I'm Dippy.
I'm Dadley.
And I'm Dono.
And welcome
I'd
to
like
the...
to know.
And welcome to the Dapper D's, the only show that stands in solidarity with the dock workers strike that's about to go on.
I'm not allowed to dock anymore?
Exactly, Dudley. And welcome back to another episode of the Dapper Discussion. This is your monthly podcast episode with your three favorite boys, and we are ready to just talk about stuff again. It's a nice chill episode, but in about 30 minutes, I'm going to be tuning out severely because my Titans are about to play on Monday Night Football, and I'm not ready. I'm not ready for the pain that I'm going to experience, whether it's one way or the other. But before we get into the actual episode itself, a couple of partners and sponsors. First and foremost, thank you to W.GG. Dono, hit us with an ad read.
Hi, everybody. I'd like to talk to you about this amazing product called W.GG. It's an energy drink supplement that you can be able to take, and it doesn't give you buzzes or jitters. It's fantastic. If you have a problem not concentrating, or you seem to feel a little bit drowsy, but you want to take just enough caffeine that's more than just a cup of coffee, and tastes fantastic, take W.GG. It'll get you through that game that you're grinding through for 12 hours, or it'll get you that sick fucking pump at the gym. Sorry, excuse me. I just want you to know just how forsakenly delicious this thing is. Oh my God. It's like, I've taken a lot of different pre-workouts and energy drink supplements in my life. Things that make my heart go pitter patter. And this thing, oh my gosh, it's satisfying the flavors and the taste that come out of it. And it just gives you the perfect amount of energy that you don't have to shit yourself when you do a squat.
There you go.
It comes in a variety of delicious flavors. They even have energy drinks cans if you want them. Though I don't know where they're at, and I hear that they get sold out pretty quickly. But
so if you see them, get them.
Yes, if you see them, get them. If you'd like to order this product, I strongly suggest that you use our promo code ANIPOD. That's ANIPOD when you go to checkout at W.GG with any of your orders. That's even if it already is at a discounted price. That's W.GG and use code ANIPOD. Thank you for supporting the channel, W, and thank you for supporting us, listeners.
I just realized that I won't be able to get the audio for the game because we're streaming. Thank you to Streamlabs by Harris Heller, the #1 free library of DMCA-free music for streams and YouTubers. You can visit streambeats.com for download links to every track that he has made. He just makes all kinds of different genres of DMCA-free music for you to use for your streaming and your YouTube videoing experiences. So that you don't have to be burdened and beholden to the copyright lords of YouTube. So go to his website or use Streambeats on Spotify. Thank you for being the music to our ears today. You are listening to Logic, his album from 2021.
Not Logic the rapper.
Not Logic the rapper. Logic the album by Harris Heller or Streambeats.
On Zoom, can't you just share a single tab of audio?
Maybe.
Oh.
If I shared... Actually, if I shared my Spotify... No, but Stream would still hear it.
Yeah.
Because of desktop audio.
There's a whole setup that you have to do with Stream, and you have to do it when you're not streaming. So,
yeah.
So, it's been a hot minute.
What's
new, guys? What's been going on since the last Dapper discussion?
I am medicated. I finally got to meet with a psychologist and everything and get diagnosed as an adult with ADHD.
There you go.
Yeah. And so now I'm finally able to get back on my medication. I have had about 3 years where I have not been medicated. And so I have been having to raw dog this fucking thing, which can I just say, it's lovely. It is lovely to finally be medicated and have my thoughts be more clear and more decisive and to be a more present adult and better.
Wait, 3 years. This is the first time you've ever been medicated on Dapper D's.
Yes.
So you did. So you were for the old games like Valmira and Laxo City and those ones.
For the first half of Valmira, yeah. and for all of Laxos I was, and Isles of L I was medicated.
Right.
But yeah. So
Well, Donald, this is going to be real good. I'm happy.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I'm actually like planning and like finding time. I've deep cleaned a ton of my house. I have just had moments where I'm just like, my kitchen and my living room look fantastic, and I love it. Coming home and just being like, my house is clean, my house is together.
No, it's great.
It's so nice.
Into my house a little bit. I went home over the weekend to like my family home, and I picked up some of my like possessions when I was there. But one thing that I got was my parents got a new memory foam mattress topper for their king size mattress.
I did notice that your mattress is a bit taller.
So their old one, they gave their old 4-inch memory foam mattress topper to me. And it makes my fitted sheet fit better on my bed, and it is so comfortable.
That's awesome.
It's actually I had to trim this edge down because it was a king size, and my bed is a queen. But
okay.
Super comfortable bed, and a couple of other things. Just a couple of books that I wanted to bring home with me, and a light clamp. That's what this light source is coming from here, so it actually have a bit of a backlight so that it's not super dark behind me anymore.
Yeah.
What else? I got a new job.
Yay!
I start tomorrow, and hopefully they will give me more hours than another job that I had. And if they do, then I will transition over to this one, along with Rhino that I've been doing. Got some Rhino gigs lined up too, so that's fun.
Anything cool?
I would have to look. And I will very quickly. Doop, 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 doop. Schedule. Next job I've got coming up is Charlie XCX at Bridgestone on the 2nd.
That should be fun.
The load in. Then the load out that night is the Red Bull Jukebox at Ascend Amphitheater.
Nice.
Okay.
And then
I've never heard of this.
And then on the 9th of this month, I get to do the in and the out for 21 pilots at Bridgestone.
Ooh,
That's awesome.
That's awesome, dude. Red Bull events are usually really, really fun, and they do.
Yeah.
I can attest because I've worked for Red Bull. They take really good care
Add it
of
to the
people
list.
that work underneath of them. So
Add it to the
when I
list.
first
Donald's
started doing
occupations.
TikTok, I worked for Red Bull. I was a warehouse manager for them for like 2 years.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So that was like
looking
a
at
well-known thing.
I'm looking at what Red Bull Jukebox is right now. This is weird. For one,
Yeah.
you're doing the American debut of this. This has only been overseas.
Oh, wow. Really?
Up until the show that you're working.
Okay.
It is where people can vote. It's a rave, but people get to vote on songs and music genres and stuff like that that are playing.
Oh,
It's very odd.
that does sound like a more European type thing.
It does.
It does. I guess in Nashville, it's going to be country music. So.
On the 18th and 19th of this month, Post Malone at Nissan Stadium.
Ooh.
That is going to be
Lucky
very,
you.
very cool.
That's awesome.
And I'm going to my first Titans game. So on October 13th,
How much does that set you back?
Sunday. Nothing, because when I told you guys about the Titans career fair, sports industry career fair I went to. I got 2 tickets to this game, compensatory with that career fair.
Nice. So, compensate. So
Compensatory,
literally,
I got them anyway. I got them for purchasing a voucher to go to a career fair. I got 2 tickets along with it.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. You just got it for the not purchase of not going to a career fair.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
really neat.
That's
And
well.
so
I
that's
hope
gonna be fun
I hope
too.
they win for you.
We should. It's against the Colts, and the Colts just benched Anthony Richardson for
Now
Joe
I hope
Flacco.
you don't win.
They benched Anthony Richardson for Joe Flacco. And Joe Flacco was able to win them the game against whoever they played this week. I don't remember who.
Yeah.
But I hope that Will Levis would be at least better than Joe fucking Flacco, if you catch my meaning.
Yeah.
Well, they were able to beat the Steelers 27-24, so it was a close game.
Yeah. Speaking of close games, the Eagles, man.
33-16.
It was rough. For context, I was at a children's birthday party. And I'm just getting like ping updates of the score. And like inside I am fuming. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this game? Every time I heard the beep, I'm like, did they win? Nope. We didn't even get a point yet. Like,
Yeah. They were 30-0 at halftime, I think.
I'm just imagining like a 5-year-old just being like, "Sir, are you okay?" And you're just like tomato red. You're just like
tomato red.
And like I'm a young dad. Which, like, not to knock any of the other dads at the birthday party, but they're sitting on the side and playing on their phone. I'm, like, running with the kids. I'm throwing them in the bounce house and stuff. Yeah. And then my phone would ding, and I just have a herd of children staring at me being like, play again. And I'm like, give me a second. I'm not ready.
It is fun being, I will say, it is fun being a dad that can run around and play with your kids and throw them around. Kids... Like, it's a lot more fun to do that type of thing than to just sit back and...
There are so many downsides to being 18 and having your first child. One of the few upsides is, holy shit, did it feel good being the only dad on the playground, having the energy to play tag. Like, sincerely. Like, that, it is like a mark of pride of all the shit I got for being a young dad of like, oh, really? How many members does your kid have at the fucking playground with you? Like...
I can say that, like, with me in taking care of like my health and shit like that, it has been phenomenal to like have my son be like, "Am I heavy?" I'm like, "No, I'll pick you up over my head and not fucking throw you all over the place if you want to. I don't give a shit." And then have other people just be like, "You're too heavy," but I'm like, "Not you. Shut the fuck up." Like, I love being a strong, capable dad that runs around with his kids. It's great. And knowing that, like, because I'm putting in the work now, it means that when I hit 60 and I start having grandkids, I'll still be active and running around with those little fuckers.
It's good to take care of yourself. Look after your body. It's the only one you got.
Also, I got the best knees out of all my friends that are my age. Oh my God.
Yeah, robot part. If you had to replace one part of your body right now with a robotic part, what would it be?
Oh. See... If I wanted any part of myself to be bionic, it would be, like, take the memory center out of my brain and replace it with a better one. Because I have such a terrible, like, memory. I forget things all the fucking time. Where I'm like, I have to have this when I leave the house. And then I'm about 3/4 of the way to where I'm trying to go. And I'm like, shit, I forgot the thing that I needed to grab. Or, like... Am I wearing a belt? Nope. Or, like, you know, I will walk down the stairs to my car, press the ignition. The ignition says key required to function. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I have to get out. I have to go up the stairs. I have to get my keys, go back down the stairs, start my car.
And God forbid if you put something in an area that isn't one of the 6 places that you already did. Oh my God. I have like absolutely lost things because of that.
I rediscovered one of my favorite beanies because I put it in a milk crate in my closet with my costume stuff, and instead of in my hat crate with all my other hats. You know,
that's the worst.
That was me this morning. My car keys were in the office, and I couldn't find. I took my spare key this morning to work. Because for some odd reason my car keys were at my desk.
Oh, that's like the worst thing ever. Forget that's
I don't even have spare keys.
Oh, I want robot eyes. I want to be able to take pictures with my eyes and shit.
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
I know you can just do this.
Slot in the side of your
but
face,
like. I'm trying to like debate on what I would want to replace, and part of me is just like ears, and I'm like, no, I've heard
enough.
No, I hear enough, and I've had people that tell, like, people that are deaf tell me like how it is to wear like ear what are they called? No, like there's actual
Hearing aids?
Cochlear
hearing
implants?
aids, yes.
Yeah.
And just how much better their hearing is. And I'm just like, I don't want to fucking know what people on the other side of a basketball court are saying.
I do.
In a
What
whisper.
the fuck?
Like, I don't care enough. Like, I'm not that nosy as a person.
I just want hearing aids that stop me from like somebody telling me something and I go, what? And as they're in the middle of explaining it again, I'm like, right, I got it.
Yeah.
That's what I want to get rid of in my life.
I
Well,
want
then
you
you'd
all
have
to
to
know.
replace the auditory processing part of your brain.
Yes.
So I just want you all to know that everything that you've just described that you're having problems with is all signs of ADHD, which are all things that I had to go
not a
over.
doctor.
I know, but it's all questions that I had to ask.
Yeah.
Now, so for anybody that might be asking themselves whether or not they should go see a therapist or a shrink and stuff like that, there are going to be questions that you have to be asked and such, and you'll go through them. One of them is, do you have a problem with memory? Do you have a problem with these things? Like, there's a list that goes down, and part of the reason for that is because insurance purposes, to be able to be approved for things. But that was part of like the whole thing. I'm not a doctor, but if you have like these types of things, I do say if you're thinking about it, go for it. Now, it's not going to hurt you to go see somebody and get really checked out and not confirm whether or not something happened.
I will say there is a slim chance it will hurt you. You might have a psychiatrist look you in the eyes and say urinate for a reward. And you don't recover from that. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't heal.
No, what you do is you write a comedy sketch about it.
What you do is you write a 15-minute stand-up set about
Write
it.
a stand-up set. I still have that.
Yeah.
I have yet to do anything with it, but I still have it.
If we all get the off chance to actually go to Stealthy's wedding in Texas, I say
Oh
we
my
find an open mic.
And then I bring this fucking comedy set.
Well, they are planning on doing it at a Ren fair, so there's a chance that if we wanted to put on like a jester's costume, dude, if we all end up at their wedding, we better like set up a jester's a gesture setup and just like rip on people coming by, like the two Muppets.
Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah. Like, hey, this guy, he's got a pretty nice sword. I wonder if he's ever actually killed a dragon.
Look how shiny your armor is. It's all for show.
With shiny armor, I didn't think that their arms would be any shinier.
Wow, you're so glistering. You must know Diddy and his nut.
Oh, God.
Okay. Baby oil collection.
Well, there goes my joke of armor. I barely know.
What I will say is, I saw a TikTok that used like that pause the movie. Not only did they find 1,000 bottles, they were all 2-gallon bottles.
Yes.
Yeah.
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
2,000 gallons of baby oil.
So somebody pointed out that I jumped in on you.
With that.
But something that I found is that some people are theorizing that it's the old school body oil or baby oil from back in like the day, like in the 90s.
Because the one that's made from babies?
No, the one their baby oil back in the day used to have this chemical in it, and it would cause like it would like fuck with your brain and shit like that, and it would make you like more susceptible to things and feel joy and thing like that. So it's based around that. I can't remember what the chemical is, but I'll look it up. But it's been banned now, but if it does have that kind of thing, it makes sense of why people he was able to get so much like blackmail on people is because he would use that to
right.
I mean, he would also just use drugs. That's already confirmed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The only good thing that came out of this fucking trial was they introduced the legal terminology of freak off.
Freak off.
Like the word freak off is in legal terminology textbooks now.
It's just like when Johnny Depp and Amber Heard?
Yeah.
Of the legal trial now, and you drank a mega pint of alcohol?
Mega pint. Oh God.
I was locked in hard to that shit. I can't lie. I was roped in.
I wasn't. I see. I was hoping that Johnny Depp would get his justice in it, but I wasn't following along with every step of it. You know.
I was so entwined for some fucking reason. Maybe it's because, and I'm gonna be honest. I grew up hearing about OJ, but I was too young to know about the trial. And then this popped up. I'm like, this is my celebrity trial. I never got OJ, so this is my OJ.
You know, I actually get that. I do. I don't see, I'm so news averse. I don't really want anything like that in my life. Like, you know, I don't care about the news in that way. Even as like the funniest thing you've ever seen, like this trial is ridiculous type way.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of I was gonna say, if it was an old thing, that's what it was. That made me think of, so there's this shampoo, excuse me, that Old Spice made, that was part of like their natural collection, whatever it was. They have like Timberland and like whatever other scents. I was about to say flavors. Flavors. There was an old one that they had called Amber, and I loved Old Spice Amber, and they stopped making it. My question to you is, what is a product that you would recontinue that was discontinued, that was one of your favorite things that they stopped making? So I just explained my answer, so.
Okay.
Right off the back, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I don't see mayo up anymore, or catch whatever the fuck it was
mayo
called.
Chup?
It was just a mayo chop. I don't see that in the stores anymore, and I loved that shit. But I just make it at home. Yeah,
it's like I think it's a seasonal thing right now.
Yeah. But besides that, there was, so along with your scentingness, there was a cologne that, granted, the cologne is still out there, but it's not the same. It smells very different. Called Iron Man. When I was growing up, Iron Man was like a go-to. So I grew up collecting cologne. Just a weird thing for me to do. I don't know why, but I collected cologne, and Iron Man was like the top tier. That was my favorite. The price point was still at something that my parents were willing to buy me when I was like 14.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, that's what I would come back with. The original Iron Man cologne. It fucking slapped.
On the I can't really think of one, but I can do this. If anybody ever wants the recipe for fry sauce from Carl's Jr., so like their special sauce that they have, it is 1/3 ketchup, 2/3 nut mayo, and then a splash of pickle juice.
Yep.
That's it.
If anyone wants the recipe for mac sauce, you start with Thousand Island dressing. There you go. That's it. It's just Thousand Island dressing.
Okay, there was this woman at a restaurant that I used to work at. One of the ones, it might have been Cracker Barrel, that she said that like she knew a way to make Thousand Island dressing out of other like condiments and dressings and stuff, and I was like, cool, I'll remember that for later, and I didn't remember it because it wasn't pertinent to me, but at the same time I was like, that would be kind of useful, wouldn't it, to have like a fucking what is it called, to have a recipe for
I'd mayo, ketchup, and relish make Thousand Island dressing.
There you go. Wow.
Yeah, half a cup of mayo, half a cup of ketchup, and 2 tablespoons of sweet pickle relish make Thousand Island dressing. Yep.
Wow, that's like a lot simpler than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Very easy.
Go ahead.
Yes. No, you go, because I was going to tangent. You go.
Dibby forgot what he was about to say.
I was going to go on another tangent too.
I was going to as well, but you have 6 minutes until your game, and then you're going to stop going on tangents. Probably.
Yeah. Okay. So I found these boxes that Velveeta makes now that are like Hamburger Helper, but for different meats.
Yeah.
They have a chicken bacon ranch helper meal.
Yes.
That you just cook a pound of chicken and the only ingredient that's not in the box is water and chicken. Like, and it's so fucking good. I recommend it.
Throw
Go
that
to
with
your
some
store.
tater tots. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Dude,
With
I made
tater
tater tot
tots?
casserole.
Yeah, tater tot casserole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
making tater
gosh.
tots. Yep.
Dude.
I was gonna say going
Yes.
on, so we brought up the news. Two things of music news I want to talk about. One
Music
of them's tiny.
news. Da-da-da.
Linkin Park. Linkin Park is back. They have a new vocalist who's a female, and everyone's like, she's a rape apologist and a Scientologist, and that sucks. And then they dropped two. No, both of those are true, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Rape
and then
apologist?
A couple of high-end actors, also a part of Scientology, that were accused of rape.
Oh.
She, not just accused, she was writing letters to the judges being like, let them go, they're nice people. Which is just weird in its own right.
Yeah.
But
okay.
all
Anyway,
of that said,
they released 2 songs.
it was it was all everyone was talking about, and then they released 2 songs that everyone's like, these are bangers. We ignore that now. That's how music works.
Separate the art from the artist, man.
Yes. I'll be the first to admit, not the biggest fan, but go listen to them on your own time and come up with your own opinions about them. But in more important music news, Warped Tour is back. 2025
Woo!
Warped Tour is going to be a national tour again. I've mentioned before, I roadied for Warped Tour. I loved Warped Tour to pieces. I went to every single one from 2011 to the end. Warped Tour was like my shit, 2012 until the end. And so all 3 of us have some amount of, we like rock music. What are some bands you would want to see at Warped Tour?
Static X.
Static X would be phenomenal. Yes.
They found a way to reunite Static X. I mean, all the original members, minus Wayne Static, of course. Rest in peace, Wayne Static.
Yes.
They got the lead singer of Dope to wear a Wayne Static mask. Like a half Wayne Static mask. The big spiky hair and all that shit. And he did great. He performed the songs, like, perfectly. And it was like, great. Why haven't they done more shows like that since then? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do that, please. Or better yet, find a way to resurrect Wayne Static because he was taken too soon. Rest in peace, Wayne Static.
Yeah. How would you feel? All right, you know how they did the Tupac hologram? Would you rather a hologram or a replacement singer?
See, I am of the belief that a hologram would be a really fucking cool idea. It's also a nightmare to set up a hologram of the person. And if you don't do it right, it looks awful.
It looks terrible.
I think I would rather have a replacement singer because they did.
Right there with
that's what they did with their reunion concert that they just did. Like, I would rather they do that.
Yes. Well, Dono, you're doing dad time. I did my quick picks for what I want at Warped Tour. Magnolia Park is my number 1. They are killing it in the pop punk scene. They are probably the most spearhead when it comes to like this new wave of pop punk that is absolutely phenomenal. Trash Boat, OGs in the scene that never got the credit I think they deserve.
Trash Boat, like the Mordecai and Rigby band Trash Boat.
Trash Boat's like, I've never watched Regular Show. Trash Boat was a real band.
Well, there you go.
They are phenomenal. They were actually just bringing that kind of full circle. Lead singer of Trash Boat was my top pick to replace Chester, but that did not happen in Linkin Park. Trash Boat would be phenomenal. As for the OGs, like the real OGs, the headliners, my top pick would probably be Fall Out Boy, even though that's never gonna fucking happen because they're so big now.
I have my own feelings about
let's hear it.
now.
Oh,
I've gone to Fall Out Boy concert and I don't want to, like, Fall Out Boy used to be one of my like top bands and I love them, and then I got to see them live. And now they just it was like a whole thing of just like, don't meet your heroes.
Yeah.
And it's not like anything was bad. It was just kind of like, I've had so many more bands have more like professionalism on stage with like, hey, we're here. They are very much not like, hey, we are at the middle of our tour and we're like, they openly were just like, we're exhausted, so we're gonna fill in some time with me, like the lead singer, just doing some acoustic stuff, and I was just like, that kind of just shot down the vibe. Just go straight into the acoustic stuff. Don't fucking explain why.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to know that like the rest of the band is taking a break because they're exhausted. I just want to enjoy some acoustic stuff. You know?
I mean, that was when I saw Less Than Jake, I thought their stage presence was terrible, but they're also hella old now.
Yeah.
Congos.
Yes. Congos is a great pick.
So for me, I would love to see, and this is just like because I'd love to see them live, and they're a newer band that's like really kind of starting to take over.
I think I know the band you're gonna say.
Kubla Kane TX. They just dropped a brand new album. It's absolutely fire. They're great. The lead singer sounds like Cold Stone Steve Austin.
Cold Stone Steve.
Literally, listen to that man talk.
I went on down to the ice cream parlor and I picked myself up some cold rolls of mint chocolate chip and I stuffed them into his face. I got blueberry.
What?
Neapolitan.
And then
what?
Chocolate.
He'll straight up just be like, "Can I get a hell yeah?"
Hell yeah.
The band I thought you were gonna say was Good Hangs.
Oh no,
Good Hangs would kill it.
Good
for
Hangs
Warped
is
Tour.
great. I would love to see them at Warped Tour. They make great music. I don't like that they had an AI generated like chatbot that talked to fans. I was kind of like,
Wait, they did?
Yeah, they did, and they used it on me.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, I thought I was special.
No, it was an AI generated chatbot, bud.
I really thought
And the only reason I found out was because I misspelled one of their like the song that I was talking about, and then they told me, "Hey, you should go check out this song that you just told me about because it's brand new and hasn't come out yet, or like it's just been released." I'm just like, "Okay, this is an AI chatbot." And then my second band, because I would love to be able to see them, and their new lead singer is quite literally the son of their old lead singer. It sounds like to the T, like exactly like him. And he's got such great charisma. He's young. He's awesome. I would love to see Sublime at Warped Tour. Oh my god,
Sublime would be great.
That would
Sublime
be pretty good.
I don't know
really
if
good
anybody's heard like their new singer. It's the son of the old singer, and he sounds so much like his dad. He's got great it's just slightly. It's like 99% there.
Yeah.
And
I've
so
seen Sublime with Rome.
Game has officially started. I'm clocking out only partially.
Yeah.
My last pick would be Orb. I've told you guys about Orb before. And I would love first play of the game that we got a false start penalty.
There you go.
Wait. False start. It just says Titans. There wasn't a single player. Did they do false start everyone except the center? Oh god. This is gonna be a long night. Okay.
Orb would be neat. You've talked about Orb before. They're like the ambient
core.
Yeah.
Sublime
I've seen with Rome a couple times, which he was fantastic. I haven't checked out with their new singer yet.
He's phenomenal. My big thing is that my brothers saw Sublime when they went to Warped Tour back before they'd like I can't remember, but I remember them coming back from because my
I have it set on break. Should have come back like now.
Daddy.
Yeah, baby.
What happens if a wasp stings you?
You know what happens to you? You get those little sting bites.
I know, but
and it hurts.
What happens if a thing?
And there's stings you end up getting like a little welt and stuff.
Oh, thank God we got a
into your body.
And they put like a little tip of thing that makes your hand.
Okay, is the stream really back? Yes or no?
I think yes. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Go to Spotify again. Start the music again. Hello, we are back. This is the third stream in a row that my internet has hard crashed in the middle of it. So we are coming back.
Yes.
And again.
So what I was
pick up where we were, gentlemen. We're 43 minutes in. We can talk for a little bit, and then we can go to our recurring segments.
Yes.
All right. What I was getting at, Donna, was is there any like shows or like performances at Warped Tour in particular that stand out to you?
Oh, honestly, Attila has always freaking killed it.
Yes.
Oh
Attila
my god,
so fucking good live.
Fonz is so good as like a front man and like crowd interaction and everything. Who's another band that's really stand out to me? Beartooth, fantastic live.
Yeah,
oh my god, like yeah, baby.
Agreed.
My two big ones are learning how to skank at Real Big Fish. I've never seen a ska show before, and somebody in the crowd is like, "There's a dance you do at ska shows." I'm like, "There is?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's called skanking." I'm like, "Sure." And learning how to skank at Real Big Fish stands in my brain. I was like 16, and this like 25-year-old woman was like, "Let me show you how to skank," and I'm just like, "Okay, yeah, you're pretty." Like, and then Genuine had some of the most fun of my life. And then the Warped Tour after that, I'm gonna guess it was 26 or 2014's Warped Tour. The headliner was The Used. At this time, there was an I love The Used to people.
To people,
At this so time,
good. There was an all-female punk band in Russia called Pussy Riot.
Oh yeah,
that got arrested multiple times for making songs against the Russian government. The whole shtick of Pussy Riot was they wore these very colorful ski masks. On stage, the Used start going off of like, nobody should ever get arrested for music. It's fucked up what's going on. And they brought in like 50 people and swarmed their stage with Pussy Riot masks on and did 2 songs and like whatnot. It was really fucking cool to sort of tribute to them. It was very eye-opening to me at a young age of like, oh my god, this is what music can fucking do. Like, I just remember being amped. I was also possibly on drugs, so like there's that. But like,
there you go.
Yeah, Warped Tour is one of those things that holds a place in my heart. It means a lot to me. It was my Christmas when I was an angsty teenager, and I just Live Nation, please don't fuck it up.
Yeah,
please, Live Nation, you have set some shit to burn and you've built some shit up. Live Nation, please do it right. Like,
fuck. Well, some of my most memorable ones, Mayday Parade.
Yes, love Mayday.
Oh my god, they're so good, and just I know every single song. I haven't been catching up on their last 2 albums, but like it all slaps. It all fucking slaps.
I saw Mayday open. Sorry, I saw the main open for Mayday, which was a lot of fun. Oh, Makeout at Warped Tour. I was the only guy in the crowd. I was the only male in the crowd to go see Makeout. Which again, I probably like 15 when I saw them. They were just starting out. They're on this tiny ass stage, and I'm the only guy in the crowd. And the lead singer kept being like, "And then my man," and I'm like, "Yeah."
Honestly, like this isn't from Warped Tour, but one of my like a memorable band that I've seen live. There's 2 that come to mind, which is My Child, My Bride.
Okay.
Which is like they came out on my birthday.
Oh shit.
On tour, and I got to meet the band. I got to hang out with them. I took a picture with them and stuff like that. And it was just like they showed up at like a smaller venue. And so
either Will Levis just threw his 6th interception of the season, or it was an incomplete pass. I can't tell because I don't have audio.
I mean, you can just say fuck music. It's fine if you want to listen to it. You can't even hear the music anymore.
No, but if I turn my audio on, then A, Stream will hear it. That's a copyright infringement. B, if I turn Stream desktop audio off, Stream can't hear
They can't hear us. All right, I get it now.
So, yeah, that's why I said fuck. I won't be able to listen to this. So
not Warped Tour, but music concerts. I was good friends with someone that helped run a Christian music festival, and I'm not into Christian music all too much. That being said, I saw Between the Trees at it, and I was amazed how good that band is. I'm looking
Christian
at them
band's
now.
live, insane.
Wow, they're so fucking good, all of them. I've never seen a Christian band live that I'm not like, oh my god, this is powerful. This is really good. Like,
Yeah.
which I think is like religion at whole, if I'm being honest. But
So second band that
Yes.
and this one I opened up for when I was
nice.
in a tiny
Yeah.
little freaking little, we were kind of like an indie punk band, but our drummer, it was their very first show, had started having a panic attack before we went on, and the drummer of Citizen
Oh shit. Okay.
came back there and like literally talked her down, was just like, hey, it's gonna be okay, you're gonna do great, you're gonna be awesome, like don't worry about this whole thing, like it's just a show, like. And I just remember that in that depth of being a huge being of just like, you know what, this is just good people, like this is just a good
I
fucking
love that.
so. And that was like a really memorable show for me, because it was just I
Yeah.
don't know, like I put a lot of work into the songs that we made, we worked really hard on everything, and it was really good, I enjoyed it. I also had a video camera going the entire time where I put somebody in charge of it, and all they did was record the fucking bassist. And I'm just like, I was supposed to use this to like promote us, like this sucks. But
yes, I was helping a buddy do a show, and he was like, all right, we have a camera set up, just make sure it stays on the band the whole time. And I'm like, I got you. I then promptly left because it was on a tripod and I thought it would be fine. And then like 30 seconds into their first song, somebody knocked it over and I didn't notice, so I'm sorry.
Shit. That's like the worst shit too.
Yes. Dippy, are you going to be up for recurring segments?
I
You
will
already
be.
look so
No, I
stressed.
will be. I will be.
Devastated.
Confirmation that was Will Levis's 9th turnover of the 4-game season.
Fuck.
That has happened so far.
Right.
Can I just say, I love football commentators and their absolute professionalism with saying some of the funniest fucking names.
Yes.
Yeah,
like,
there are some
and they
pretty
just
good
say
names.
it so smoothly, and it's just like you hear it, and it's just like, did I just hear that? And then just moving along.
Oh, All American Rejects. You made me think of it with Move Along. I want to see them at Warped Tour. Give All American Rejects some light again.
Yeah.
Well, the last thing...
Jack's Mannequin too. I would love to see Jack's Mannequin live. Oh my god, fantastic. I'm trying to remember this one band that's like so tiny, but they make such great music. I think they're called Little Town or like Little Kingdom. And I just remember them being like, they just sound like Jack's Mannequin.
Oh, okay.
But with kind of like a little bit of like their lyrics aren't exactly the same, but like their tones and everything sounds very close, and less piano. It's just done with mostly guitar. So
all right. What do we want to do first?
The last thing that I'll mention on concert-wise is Weird Al just announced a new tour, the Bigger and Weirder Tour, adding 4 members to their band, playing songs live that they have never played live before. I want to be in attendance, and they are coming to Nashville September 20th of next year. So that's going to be a really fun show, and a year from now, that's somewhere that I'm going to...
Mark it on your calendar, 355 days from now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be very good. I was going to say we'll take a short break, but we had the internet break already, so fuck me, I guess.
Do you want to take a break? Do you need to?
No, I'm good. I promise I'm good.
He's just dying slowly.
It's only 4 minutes into the game, and he's already thrown an interception. You know, it's fine.
Everything's fine.
But what I will say is let's get into these recurring segments. First of all, the Urban Dictionary word of the day is wote.
Wote?
Wote.
Mm-hmm.
It is,
and if I spell it, you'll get it immediately.
It's when you try to make historical figures sound woke. Like George Washington, really looking out for the colonists. That's so woke.
Wote.
Wote.
Okay.
That's so wote.
Dono?
Can you use it in a sentence?
dude, that party last night was so wote. The kegs were tapped after an hour.
So woke.
So wild and like, so it's a like mixture of wild and rager, I guess.
I was thinking it's a shorthand for wild and out.
Yeah.
No. It is WOAT, or the opposite of goat. Worst of all time.
Okay.
Oh, got it. Because you don't want to, like, by the first little bit be completely tapped out.
Yeah. The worst of all time. Woat.
Woats.
Like, for example, so far this season, I'm not even gonna go there.
Oh no, I think my team did pretty good last night.
The Urban Dictionary word of the day is out of the way. We have so many recurring segments now.
We have so many
lined up. We got.
Oh, I didn't
magic
even
items.
plan magic items.
We got magic
Dadly.
items. We got the Dapper debate. We got the Dapper. Who threw a challenge flag? What?
We have the Dapper challenge flag.
Is Callahan... Why is Callahan challenging that was a fumble? It wasn't a fumble.
Hey, Dudley, should we make Dippies like next 90 seconds? Oh,
90 seconds of Titans? 90 seconds of Titans instead of 90 seconds of NASCAR?
Do you have NASCAR right now, or is that like out of season right now?
I've got some NASCAR stuff up here. Yeah.
Okay, 90 seconds of NASCAR.
Go.
So this month the NASCAR playoffs started. What is the playoffs? I made a video about it. It's weird. Other YouTubers have made videos about it as well. The main point being that in the playoffs so far this year, I need to pull up my tracker. We've had 16 drivers enter, and so far 12 have left. Joey Logano pulled out a squeaker at Atlanta. Chris Buescher won at Watkins Glen, and that was a really fun time. And then Kyle Larson led the most laps in a race, like up to this point at Bristol, like 470. Did he successfully challenge that? 470 laps out of 500. So that was pretty cool. We got a turnover! Oh my god, I can't believe it! Okay, anyway, sorry. Then the race that happened yesterday was actually fucking fantastic. It was Kansas Motor Speedway, and Ross Chastain battled through the field and got a win, but it was just a really great race throughout. I love Kansas Motor Speedway as a track because I went there in person one time, and it was really cool. It was a fun competitive race. It should be one of the best races on the calendar next year, and so far, the playoffs are looking pretty interesting. You still have Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, William Byron, Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, Austin Cindric, Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Briscoe to look forward to in the next round. Nailed it. All right.
Nice.
Okay. I didn't prep magic items, so if you want to give me just a second, I do have an idea.
Okay.
Is it bad?
I totally forgot.
Is it bad when every time your quarterback throws the ball, you hold your breath? That's bad, right? Like, oh god. Anyway, what do we do in the meantime? Dapper.
Dapper.
What's something I can run? Oh, I'm the moderator for the Dapper debate today. Are you able to do that and do magic items at the same time?
I can. Yes,
Yeah.
I absolutely can.
Your Dapper debate today. Debate between Italian food and Mexican food.
Fuck.
Oh. All right.
Let me
I always say.
Why do we gotta get fucking radical about this shit?
Why do we gotta get radical? I will tell you what. I will set a stopwatch. A stopwatch. Whenever you are ready.
Watch.
A soapy watch.
Soapy watch.
All right. I mean, Donald, I will.
The plane. Wow, look
I
at
will
that.
let you pick what you want to do.
Fuck, Dadley, I was about to let you pick.
If you want me to pick, I will, but by all means.
I'll be a gentleman.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
more than one.
When you're sitting down for the day, and you want a hot meal in your stomach, there are two ways you can go. You can do the hot meal that fills your stomach with joy, or you can pick the meal that fills your asshole with sadness. Italian food is the pinnacle of I want to feel full and not hate myself. It is so warm and tender. It is the food that you want after a long day. And you know what else? It's also the food that you want to cook, because one pot is easy fucking dishes.
30 seconds. Well done. Dono, your next 30 seconds.
I just want to, I'm not here to talk shit, but you're not going to shit for like 24 hours after eating Italian food because there's no fiber in that whole entire dish. Okay. But within the Mexican food, at least when you go to put it in your mouth, my God, it feels good. And you've always got a loving woman that's just like, here, have a little bit more. Here, have a little bit more. You're skinny. You're not big enough. Okay, here, come on. Like, get a little. Like, there's never any hate.
Very good. Dadley, your
that
rebuttal.
was the quickest 30 seconds.
Dadley, your rebuttal.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going by the woman that is serving you the food, let's be real. The definitions are the same. Italian is also that old grandmother. You too skinny. Eat. Like, it is the same thing. So what it boils down to is cooking it. And I know Mexican food is a pot. If you're going to make your own tortillas, go for it. And Italian food is just also pasta if you're going to go for it. They're actually really one and the same, and it's hard to fight. They're really similar.
All right.
Tomatoes, meat, cheese. There you go.
Dono, your next 30 rebuttal.
Listen, if you're plugged up, you want to eat that Mexican food because tomorrow morning you're not. You're going to have, like, it's going to be good gut health. It's great for you. And it's just like the guacamole, the freaking tortillas, the corn, the street corn, And also Mexican food is so good. They have trucks for it on the side of the road for you to be able to have it. Italian food, you gotta get dressed up, go to a bistro, freaking sit down and have like a whole thing. But Mexican food, you can take that on the run with you. Oh my God. Sorry.
Have you ever tried to eat a burrito in the car? I'm not saying Italian's better for that, but neither is Mexican.
Dadley, you can reclaim 5 extra seconds.
Garlic bread.
No, keep going.
That's
like
it.
You
no,
have an extra
I yield my time.
Bread. That's it. That's all. Okay.
Garlic bread.
All right. Sounds good.
I don't know who won that one.
Your closing arguments, gentlemen.
Oh,
it should be Deadly first. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, for a closing argument, all I really have to say is Mexican food is good if that's the mood you're in. But if you want to impress, if you want a date, and you want it easy, Italian is where it's at.
And Dono, your final 30 seconds.
One second. Let me
go.
Carne asada, the best fucking tasting meat I've ever had in my goddamn mouth. Tell me I'm wrong. Refried beans, fucking so many different types of beans. You got hot, you got mild, you got all these different types of things, and there's such an assortment. When it comes to Italian, it's Italian. There's spices to it, but you don't get a mouth like like all these different mouth sensations like you do with Mexican food.
There you go.
I feel like I won.
Leave your answer to who won in the comments. I don't feel like we don't
really
decide winners. We don't really decide winners on these, do we?
I mean, sometimes you get like the absolute destruction of the other team. But to be honest, I fucking love Italian and I fucking love Mexican. I can't like debate between the two because there's so much love. There's so much soul that's put into each. Yeah.
Sorry.
There's so much soul that's put into each one of the different types of dishes that like you just appreciate everything.
Why is one of the most game-changing plays in football called a sack? Why?
Because you go down like a sack of potatoes.
Because a sack has the key to life.
If that's the real answer?
I genuine think that's the real answer, is going down like a sack of potatoes.
Also, Harold Landry with the fucking
Also, like,
sack.
it's back in the day. You can't fucking think too much about it. That's how everything was figured out back in the day. It was like, oh, you went down like a sack of potato. You got sacked, baby.
You got sacked. Okay, so
really quick. Why is it called a sack?
Oh my god.
Don't ask that question. To Google.
Is Will Levis injured, or did they just bench a healthy Will Levis for Mason Rudolph? Because if they benched a healthy Will Levis for Mason Rudolph, the season is over.
Sack can also mean raid or plunder a town.
Oh,
so you're going in and sacking the team.
Oh, so it's like from Viking.
So it's an attack, like the type of Viking attack a sack as well.
Yes.
Sadly, can I just say that you made Merc's quads and calves so big.
Merc was meant to be like a dent. I mean, he was a monk barbarian. He's nothing. A dent.
He was meant to be a dent.
I am almost done setting up magic items. I bit off more than I could chew with this random idea that I had. So
okay.
That's kind of like your calling card though.
It is. This I can't lie. I've been spending literal like over 2 weeks now planning this secret episode of Dapper D. Like 2 weeks of my life for an episode of a bit. Like, and I have more to do. So but on that note, this is too much for a D100. I guess you guys need to Google. I need a random number between 1 and 116 from 69. Each of you. No. I know that wasn't your random number.
1 and a.
A random number between 1 and what?
116. All right, fine. You can also
116.
Yes.
I'll just think of one.
Yeah, it's fine.
115.
Okay.
115. Okay.
57.
57. All right, let me get.
That's a terrible number. Okay.
I'm just gonna control find 57 to make my life easier.
Do either of you guys have a friend that, like, if you just said something, it would instantly cause like the funniest argument?
Oh yes.
I mean, kind of.
Kind of.
In my mind, that's you guys. I mean, I feel like I get pretty. I feel like I get pretty in-depth, like funny arguments out of you guys all the time.
Yeah.
I have it in front of me. A list of every subclass in D&D.
Okay. God, there's 150.
Oh my God, there's 116 subclasses in D&D?
Yes, and this has this has Artificer. This doesn't have
That's a whole lot of bottoms.
Yeah, there's 116 subclasses. So Dono, or who wants to go first, I guess?
I'll go.
Okay, Dono, you are making a magic item for a blade singing bard.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Just as a confirmation, Levis was injured. That's why Mason Rudolph is in the game. They didn't bench Levis for Rudolph. He was injured. So that's okay.
And I might be using this list for a little bit. This seems like a fun idea.
Okay.
Yeah. I like it.
Making a magic item specifically for a subclass. I like it. Okay, Dono, go ahead.
Okay, Blade Singing Bard, Blade Singing Bard, Blade Singing Bard. Okay.
Blade Singer is a bard subclass? That was a wizard.
No, sorry, wizard. You were right, wizard.
Oh, wizard.
I should break these down. I should.
Shit. Okay. God. I will say, what are the downsides to taking my ADHD medication? I'm not as creative.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I feel like my brain doesn't go like grab ideas as quickly and such. I'm a lot more structured when I come, like, because my brain's like constant. Granted that could change and such. Let's see here. Blade Singing Wizard. One that I don't really know too much about, besides the fact that it's hella tanky. Oh goodness. Would be like something that benefits it.
Yeah, so, a magic item. Like you have a player that's a blade singing wizard, and they want a magic item.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want me to read you the subclass, or do you want?
No,
to just
I know the subclass. I'm just trying to like. I'm sorry. I've got like a couple different ideas that I'm trying to narrow it down and such. One of them is the rotating This is the I don't want to call it a rolling orb. Well, no, this is the orb of fate. Every single day you are it resets and you can shake it and it will give you a random extra spell or cantrip that you can use with your sword through casting. I'm not too familiar with it, but I think this is just like a good wizard, that type of item. It can and it's one free use of it, does not matter. But you roll it once per day and it gives you a random spell. So you have a 1 in like 1,000 chance of maybe getting a wish spell.
Yeah, no, I actually really like that.
So this is like a legendary item for Blade Singer. When it's not in use, it works as like an orange stone where it just kind of like floats around you or floats near you, and such. You can expend a reaction though to sacrifice it for the day, and sacrifice that spell to create a automatic miss or save against any kind of spell from damage or effect.
I fucking love that. Sorry, my son wanted to say goodnight, but yes, I heard all that. I love that.
Grayson or Ace.
Grayson.
Child.
Grayson, child.
Child.
No, that's fucking
Spawn of Dadley.
Spawn.
So my magic item is Spawn of Dadley. No.
Spawn of Dadley. When consumed, become pregnant.
So 57. What the fuck? 57, please.
When suppository.
Yes. All right.
Imagine having a magic item that is a suppository.
I'm good. Actually, wait, that's really funny though. This is
a magic stone. Like, how do I use it? You have to put it in your butt.
She's like, wait a minute.
It's like, you can't succumb to exhaustion and you can't poop, but the moment that you do, it all activates at once. Like, the moment that you unattune for this, you completely, like, all of it comes at once.
Dude, I will say, I saw this video about a deeply cursed, like, magic item that just was not experimented on or identified at all. It was a necklace that whenever you wore it, it absorbed all incoming damage from any source, magical, non-magical, fire, lightning, ice, whatever. You know, it absorbs all of that damage and give you like a +1 to your own attacks or something like that. It requires attunement, and as soon as you take the necklace off, all of the damage that was stored from your encounters while you've been wearing that necklace goes off all at once.
Yes.
And
God, I fucking love that.
The fucking, he takes it off in like the middle of a town and levels it. Like, it's fucking...
Yep.
I would take that off in a non-magic zone.
in a anti-magic field, yeah. That would be the only way I could imagine that actually working out for you. But that's great.
So Dippy.
So Dadley.
You picked 57.
Uh-huh.
Which is, I was actually very surprised by this because it's a very iconic subclass. Way of the Drunken Master Monk.
Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Now, does the Way of the Drunken Master benefit from being, like, drunk as a condition?
I actually don't think it does. I think
they
it's
have
just
a
that way
style
because
of
of the
fighting. It's just the style of fighting that they use.
They master the tipsy sway, which means like if they hit an opponent, they can just walk away from them without getting any opportunity attacks.
Yeah, it doesn't actually benefit from being drunk.
The whole thing about like the drunken monk is that literally you just hit, move over, hit, boom, boom. You're meant to be all over the place. You're not supposed to focus on one enemy.
I will actually rephrase. The Way of the Drunken Fist, when you drink alcoholic beverage, you may roll a martial arts die and add your wisdom modifier to it to either regain hit points or get temporary hit points. Equal to the total. So it does have some,
there is some benefit.
Yeah, there is some benefit to drinking.
That's cool. does it have like a cap on that amount of times that you can do that?
It's equal to your key.
Okay.
Or chi.
So you use your key to be able to use that, and then So okay, cool.
That's I'm sorry. It does not have a cap. It can regain you key points. I was reading it wrong. It regains you 1d4 hit points.
Interesting. Well,
shots.
Oh gosh, a field goal. How far away is this? It's like
all right. So the magic item is called a field goal.
Good.
The magic item is called the tailgate.
No, this magic item is called the desperation. No. Okay.
Imagine playing a match here. Character idea: a redneck, tipsy, or drunken monk.
Yeah, that goes.
That only is able to fight when he's drunk. Like cannot fight.
I was trying to think
cannot
of like
activate key.
I was trying to think of like
shit-faced.
a magical flask that like when you drink out of it, you gain the benefits of your class without the negative side effects of actually being drunk. And that's too simple. That's a little too simple.
Especially because monks are immune to poison, so I don't think they get drunk.
Yeah. So, Way of the Drunken
level 8,
Monk
they get immunity.
specific magical weapon. Or magical item, rather. The Ring of Double Vision, when worn, you are able to cast the spell Blur whenever you are able to cast the spell Blur on yourself whenever you take a drink, but it's only at will if you take a drink. You can cast it once otherwise per day, and it regains charges at you can cast the spell Blur and it either regains charges when you drink alcohol or when at the end of a long rest.
Short and simple. I fucking love that.
Yeah, that's so good.
Really good.
Because if you're drunken image, you're making your enemies think, oh, is he over here or is he over here? And although moving and swaying around. Yeah, that's my item.
Cool. I love that.
It's kind of like giving the tipsy sway even when it's not your turn in combat.
Yeah.
Ring of Double Vision. Yep.
I love that.
There we go.
Got it. Awesome.
But it's not double vision for you, it's double vision for them.
Yeah. What I find funny is, Dono, you've already kind of made a magic item for drunken master monks. The bracers from the keg.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you had keg bracers that were really fucking clever.
Because it makes it does like poison damage and such, but
it basically makes other people drunk.
Yeah. So it's like forcibly, it's you know.
There you go. So that's magic items.
We have 114 more to do.
That's fuck.
Thank God, we've got so many to do and so many.
Yeah, you got a fallback. What else is on the docket?
Deal Breaker and Dapper Draft, I think, are all that are left.
Is that right?
I think so.
Okay. Well then, Dadley, why don't you kick off our Dapper Deal Breaker then?
On the note of D&D, you guys, over the course of 4 categories and $15, are going to be building your favorite tabletop experience. The only rule is you guys are players. You are not DMs. You are a player in this scenario. So, charging right into it for the first round is the system you are playing. What are you playing as a tabletop system? For $5, you got the tried and true Dungeons and Dragons. For $4, you got Kids on Brooms. $3, you got Call of Cthulhu. $2, The Witches. $5 Dungeons and Dragons. $4 Kids on Brooms. $3 Call of Cthulhu. $2 The Witch is Dead. And $1 you have to make a system on the spot before everyone gets there.
Oh shit!
As a player.
As a player,
I'll spend $5 for D&D. I would rather be running like Inquisition or like my home game or my home world. I'll spend $5 for D&D.
I fucking love Call of Cthulhu. I will play Call of Cthulhu. Like I love playing it as a player. As a DM, it's like a whole different experience. I have 2 of the books. I have the player's book and the DM's or the keeper's book, and the Universal Handbook that I got from.
I also love Call of Cthulhu. I wasn't sure which one to put at 4 and which one to put at 3 between Call of Cthulhu and Kids on Brooms. For the second category, tabletop games run long. You need some snacks. So for $1, you have no snacks. Just nobody brought snacks. It was a terrible scheduling conflict. For $2, you have a salad bar. For $3, you have chips and queso. $4, we're upgrading it to full loaded nachos. And for $5, the tabletop session is catered by KFC.
Damn. I'll go. You know what? I am of the belief that you don't need snacks for the tabletop session to be good necessarily. It helps.
Okay.
It certainly helps.
Yes.
But like, you know, I can survive a session without snacks. I don't know the rest of me. Oh, am I back?
Okay. Yeah,
You're back. We got. I can survive.
I can survive without. I can survive without snacks. I don't know about the rest of my table. Like the rest of my table might complain a little bit, but I'm going $1 for no snacks.
Whoa. Okay. That's a big difference.
Okay. Honestly, so here's my thought with like the loaded nachos. Is it like a big fucking table?
It's a
that has like you can fucking make it yourself and shit.
No, I mean it's a yeah.
Like tacos?
Either that or it's like the white people's taco night where it's just like a bunch of chips and you throw like the meat and the beans, the cheese and all that stuff.
I'd say it's somewhere like it's in between that. It's good nachos, but it's already prepped.
I'll do the loaded nachos.
Okay.
Mostly because KFC is hit and miss.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And their potatoes, I'm pretty sure, aren't real potatoes.
Turnover on downs. All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
For the third round, we got where are you playing D&D?
Okay.
So for $1, we got over Zoom. It's what we do. It's definitely if we had our way, we would choose something else. But Zoom,
of course.
For $2, we have Your Childhood Home, which I guess take that as you will. Maybe that's a deal. For $3, a roomy Airbnb, like a solid Airbnb.
This is
for
$4. No, $3.
That's $3. For $4, you have the Critical Role set, and for $5, you have the Dimension 20 Dome.
Oh fuck! So I've already spent $8.
I misspelled Critical Role. Ignore that.
No, you didn't. You spelled it perfectly fine.
Oh, that's how they spell it?
Yeah. It's not roll as in like rolling dice. It's roll as in role play.
Yeah. ROLE. Yeah.
I'm choosing Airbnb.
Okay.
Because I'm doing Call of Cthulhu. I don't need the dome to be able to do it.
Or no,
granted, the dome would be dope as hell to like be able, like if I had projection set up and stuff. But an Airbnb, setting up the lights, it's not my place. I'm gonna say like the dome is fully there. Like it is set up with projection and whatnot. Like it is the dome as you want.
Fuck. It's the dome as I want it, and then I'm getting the Dimension 20 dome.
Oh yeah,
that's 11 for me.
I'll go for that.
That's 11 for me. So I have 4 to work with in the last round, which is good.
Yeah. What am I at? I got.
You spent chips and queso?
7.
Oh, I did
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have $3 left.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
And lastly, because you guys are players, you need a DM.
Yeah.
So for $5, you have Matt Mercer. For $4, you got Brennan Lee Mulligan. $3, you have Brian Murphy.
Okay.
$2, you have your choice of anybody from Anipod. And $1, you have Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh.
I don't want to be bullied.
That's why I said, give me a hated celebrity.
Okay.
I thought of Ellen.
Ellen. That's incredible. Okay, so I can go anywhere from Brendan Lee Mulligan down.
Yes.
And I'm a player in this scenario? I thought I was running it.
No, I said in the beginning, you are a player.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah.
It's all good.
Again, divided attention.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's it.
You know what? Brendan Lee Mulligan in the Dimension 20 Dome running D&D. That's perfect. Just
there you go. You made a season of Dimension 20.
I'm just a guest on Dimension 20, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that.
I want for Call of Cthulhu, I want Stealthy running it. So I'm
There you
gonna
go.
do
That's
two.
true. That's fair. Yeah.
It's either Stealthy or Fantasy. Fantasy,
Yeah.
we gotta have doing a freaking game on this. They're phenomenal. Like I might be like get them nervous with talking so much about them, but they're a great DM. They're so good and they're so like easygoing with it too. But like I'd have Stealthy as my keeper for Call of Cthulhu. I wonder if Stealthy could do that because I'd be down.
Stealthy could probably run Call of Cthulhu. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll message.
So there
them.
you go.
We might set that
my
shit up.
my quick rundown would be The Witch is Dead for $2, Loaded Nacho for $4, so I'm up to 6. Throw me in the roomy Airbnb for another 9. And then I also just want to be like, I want to see what fantasy will do as a DM, especially with The Witch is Dead. I think that sounds like a really good time.
Oh yeah, I think they'd have a blast with that.
Or on the flip side of things, give me Call of Cthulhu catered by KFC in an Airbnb with just one of you two as the DM so we can hang out.
Yeah.
There you go. I love that.
All right.
Okay, and that leaves the Dapper Draft.
Yeah.
Dapper Draft, Dapper Draft. Now, I had a topic at the beginning of the episode. I forgot what it was.
One hit wonders.
That was it? We had that was right. Okay.
We could do something else.
No. I was just trying to remember what it was. Okay. So, gentlemen,
yes.
First and foremost, recording for the standalone Dapper Draft. Dapper Draft. There we go. So, gentlemen, you've all heard of the concept of a one-hit wonder. Someone who created one song, one movie, one television show, one episode of something else. Just they have the one thing that they are known for above all else. And even if they made other content, other music, other movies, other shows, they will only ever be known as the blank. The writer of this song, or the performers of this song, or the actor in this movie, or the actor in this show, etc., etc., etc. So today, we're going to be drafting your top 6. I'm going to make it 6 because I think we can think of 6.
It's going to be a lot of songs then if it's 6. Just throwing that out there.
Let's make it 5.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No, I can do 6.
I can't.
Okay.
Then let's make it 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh boy! Wait a minute. Oh, don't let that be an offensive flag. Please let that be a defensive flag, not an offensive one. Please. Oh no.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, it was an offensive holding. Oh god. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that.
Buddy.
Tony Pollard broke away for a really good run. Anyway, one-hit wonders. Top 5 one-hit wonders. Let's roll for our drafting order.
Yes.
I need
9.
I got a 7.
Oh.
Okay. Need a D20. Give me a second. Okay.
4 penalties for 35.
Oh my god.
Hey,
How
wait.
did my 9 win?
What did you get?
How did my 9 win?
No,
You
what
got a
did Dono
1.
get? A 1?
I got a 1 for a one-hit wonder.
So it's Deadly
Oh, yeah.
than me, then Dono. All right. So, and to determine Serpentine or back-to-back. Oh, you fucking dropped it. Anyway, Serpentine or back-to-back. Let's heads for Serpentine, tails for back-to-back. It's heads for Serpentine. So,
Okay.
I need to grab a pen really quick, so give me a second.
All right, no
so
problem.
Dadley, your first one-hit wonder.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are going to be thinking of songs. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to have a fair share of songs on mine. But I wanted to kick things off with you don't talk a lot about one-hit directors. I got 2 on my list. And my first one is Neil Blomkamp. I think that's how you pronounce it. He is
Neil,
the director of
Neil.
Yeah, but 2 L's for some reason.
L B A L M.
Blom
Blum.
Blum Kamp Blumkamp.
Blumkamp. Neil Blumkamp. What did he do?
He did District 9, which is a phenomenal, amazing fucking movie.
Wow.
And then he's done nothing but trash. Like nothing you would have heard of.
Oh my god. Huh.
Absolutely not. Besides maybe Chappie. I know some people like
Chappie. I love
about
Chappie.
I was not thrilled about it, and I guess you could say that was another success for him. But District 9 is like his movie. That is the only thing he's done that a lot of people point to.
It's really cool.
Yes. So that's my number one pick for this.
Okay. For my number one hit wonder, I mentioned at the top actors that you'll only ever know them in one role. For doing like one thing, and that's the only thing that they like are very specifically like, oh, you're the blank guy.
Yes.
For me, this might be like a controversial thing. I don't think Bob Odenkirk will ever escape Better Call Saul now that he has done Better Call Saul. So for this list, I'm going to put Saul Goodman as a one-hit wonder in that, you know, Bob Odenkirk, he was part of Mr. Show. He's directed other movies and shows. He's made his directorial debut. He's Saul Goodman. That's all that anyone in the modern vernacular will ever know Bob Odenkirk for, and it's really, really sad.
Yes.
So my first pick is Saul Goodman as a one-hit wonder for Bob Odenkirk.
This one are we doing separate team, or because I missed that bit?
Yes, you're gonna go twice.
So I'll go twice. Okay, so for an actor, because we're doing actors and I'm brainstorming here as you guys go, because I don't know a lot of.
We got to hydrate and a stretch. I completely missed those.
Well, you've been watching Titan game. Yeah. My one-hit wonder, and sadly, is Daniel Radcliffe of Harry Potter. Which
I don't like this.
I would agree if it weren't for the fact that he's done a
lot, but he will always be like, hey, he did Harry Potter.
Yeah, I mean, he has a phenomenal Broadway career. Horns is an amazing movie. Swiss Army Man.
Feel like
I know that, but if you ask anybody, they're gonna like any random person's like, oh, you mean Harry Potter?
Yeah, you do have a point.
Okay, and then for my second one, I'm gonna say the D20.
What?
The D20 is known for Dungeons and Dragons
and Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
No, that's a countdown die.
Yeah, that's a countdown die. Still the D20. It's a 20-sided die, but you know.
All right.
The D20 is number 2 for me.
All right.
Hey, you can hate. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not great at this.
It's your list. It's your list.
Did you just say it was my dick? I'm kidding.
It's your dick, okay?
It's your disc. All right. Well, for my number 2 pick, I would have to say that the most famous one-hit wonder song I'm gonna put on this list is "Mr. Brightside" by the Killers.
False. What?
Like the Killers.
The Killers are one of the most famous. Yeah, y'all are gonna drive me crazy with this list. Apparently. No.
I cannot think of any other song the Killers have ever made. Period.
Somebody told me that you have a boyfriend. Who
that was
like
the Killers?
Girlfriend.
Yeah, that's it. All right, fine. That's valid.
With...
No, it's valid. If you didn't know, that's valid.
Yeah. So yeah, "Mr. Brightside" by the Killers, and you know it's a mega hit. Like they did really well with it. And again, kind of like Saul Goodman, Bob Odenkirk has done a lot of other stuff, but people will only ever know him for like Saul Goodman. So "Mr. Brightside" by the Killers will be my music pick that infuriates people like, oh, the Killers are great, for Mr. Brightside.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm debating what to go with my next pick now because you scared me
Mhm.
out of what I think is the best one-hit wonder, the most iconic one-hit wonder. It was number 4 on my list. It's gonna move up because I'm afraid somebody will steal it. So at my number 2 spot, I'm going "Tub Thumping" by Chumbawamba.
Ah, man, that's pretty.
It is the best one-hit wonder song ever made.
Tub thumping is like that's.
And for those of you right now that
Yeah.
are like, "What the fuck is that?" When I get knocked down, I
Give
get
it
up
up
again.
again.
Yeah,
Never
that's
gonna
Tub
get me
Thumping.
down. I get knocked down. Yeah. There's a lot of like, what the fuck? Why did we get an unsportsmanlike on us? What? Oh, for that? Why? Why'd you do that? Jesus Christ. Anyway. So anyway,
wow.
you're number 3.
Yeah, right on to my number 3. I'm gonna grab another director. It's gonna be my last director on the list because there's thinking of one-hit wonder directors. There is somebody else that comes to mind. I don't know why. Probably because I love this movie as a teenager. I know the director so well. Troy Duffy. He directed Boondock Saints.
Oh,
And then there you go. That's it. That's the only good thing he did.
Wow.
And even then, people debate if Boondock Saints is a good movie. They're wrong. It's phenomenal.
it is phenomenal.
Troy Duffy from Boondock Saints.
Troy Duffy directing Boondock Saints.
Yes.
Oh God, my pen is running out of ink. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what? Don't. I just looked them up, and it has Boondock Saints 3 as movies that. And there is a promotional photo.
Yeah, I mean, he did 1 and 2. I don't know if he did 3.
Okay. Well, for
I'll
my
read this
third pick,
Boondock.
I'm gonna go a little obscure.
Okay.
There are a bunch of sports teams and sports personalities that have only ever won one championship. And they competed for a long time, or they competed, they were very competitive in the time that they did have, but
Yeah.
they never got back to that glory of winning that one championship. And for me, the consolidation of that truth is the New York Jets.
Okay.
They won Super Bowl 3 in 1968 and have not been back to the Super Bowl since. They have tried and they have never gotten back to that point. They have had many quarterbacks in that time. They have had many playmakers. They've had many play callers. And now they're trying again this season with Aaron Rodgers, a 43-year-old Aaron Rodgers. That is, New York Jets are the most desperate NFL team because of all of the success they had early on, and they have never been able to get back to that point. So that's my pick.
That's totally fair. Yes.
All right, so my number 3 is "I Like Big Butts" by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah. All right.
I think
I
it's a
see.
Baby
strong
Got
one
Back,
hit
you
wonder.
mean?
Yeah.
Baby Got Back.
Oh, is it? Okay, whatever.
Baby Got Back by Sir Mix.
I'm
That's-
not great at these. I'm not
You
great
know,
at these.
it's
in
okay.
any
That's
way.
a great pick. It's a great pick.
Oh,
Well,
I'm just
there's
talking about my
another
next.
flag. Oh, is that on the? That's on the offense. Wait, no. Is that on the offense? What? What was that? Oh, it was. Was it on the offense? I don't know. At this point, I don't
You know
know.
what? This is just because I'm bad at this. The Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Come on.
They've won it multiple times.
Okay, never mind.
Actually,
I'm
wait.
joking.
Have they?
Wait, have they?
yes.
Have they?
I thought they only won it
Wait.
once.
How many Super Bowls have the Eagles won? They've been to the Super Bowl a bunch of times. Have they only won it
Yeah.
once?
Oh yeah, we've only won it once. Yeah. No, one. All right, so hold it. We won in 48, 49, and 60. And then won in 2018. So we had a long gap
No,
in
they've
between
won.
wins.
They've won one Super Bowl. But you've competed
Oh,
in
you
a
are right.
bunch.
Yes, you
So-
are right. Yeah.
You've
So
competed
we
in
had
a
one.
few.
The
But you've
Eagles
only
in
won
their Super
one.
Bowl win so far.
I love it. The Philadelphia Eagles.
This is just a throw shade. This is just an attack.
I'm not...
Okay, well, on that note,
Oh yes.
A director who's only directed one movie that anyone has ever, like, heard of in a contemporary sense. That's a good question, and that's making me look at my list.
Ralph
I'll tell you
Macchio
what.
was in The Outsiders?
Was he
Sorry.
really?
I was gonna say Ralph Macchio, but apparently he actually has been in a good amount of decent movies.
I learned this fact recently. Did they get no. Oh, they were this close to having an interception. Why can't my team get an anyway? I'm gonna go. Now this is a weird one. This is a pretty weird one. You're gonna have to hear me out on this. Alfred Hitchcock's Rebecca is the only movie that Alfred Hitchcock has ever won the Oscar for Best Picture.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He's directed how many movies and been critically acclaimed and been, you know, the #1 director in so many people's hearts, you know, for all of the movies that he did, all the influence he had. He only won one Best Picture Oscar for a movie from 1940 named Rebecca. And I watched it recently and I liked it.
I fuck with that. I love that.
So Dadley, you pick 2 in a row and then we finish this thing off.
Yeah, so for my number 5, I wanted an actor on the list. I wanted at least one. And the first thought that came on my mind, I was kind of like, that's low-hanging fruit. I don't want to grab it. But then nobody else said this actor, and I couldn't think of another one. So I'm going with Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like, I know there's multiple Home Alones. It's just him.
Yeah, like that's what he's known for.
Don't get me wrong. He's doing great in life. Married to Brenda Song, which is not a matchmate I would have seen, and I'm jealous.
Fun fact, I watched Signs recently, and his brother Rory Culkin is one of the children in that, and I confused him for Macaulay in the first 5 minutes of me seeing his face.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then for my number 5 pick, it's just gonna be a song I like. That, you know, it's the vibe that I wish there was more songs like this, but it had a time and a place. I'm going Take On Me by Aha.
Wow. Yeah.
It's an easy pick for one-hit wonders, I'm gonna be honest, but it's still a fucking banger of a song.
Yeah, it is. Now, I am in the camp of Dadley's disappointment with me choosing Mr. Brightside when I make this choice on my list, because she has some more songs that were hits other than this one, but Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield is an incredible song that I love, and it's basically the only song that Natasha Bedingfield is known for other than Pocketful of Sunshine.
My alarm clock right now is a punk cover of Unwritten.
That's fucking amazing.
Okay.
So your last
Wait, she did
choice,
Pocketful of Sunshine?
Yeah, she did.
I had no idea. Okay.
So I don't know if this is a hit, but it's the only thing that I know the actor from, and that is Brandon Lee from The Crow.
Oh my god.
Oh, which is Bruce Lee's, like, I think it's his grandson or his son.
It's his son, and the reason why that is because he died on set.
I know, but it's also not a bad movie.
No, it's The Crow is in my top 10 favorite movies.
Yeah. It's the fucking remake. I hear it sucks.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like, why would they want to do that?
I'm still dying to see it because of how much I like The Crow, and I like the source material. I love the comic.
Right.
Yeah, The Crow. Yeah, Crow. Top 10 favorite movies of mine. Love it.
So there you go. That is our lists of one-hit wonders. So we've got Dadley.
We got Neil Blomkamp.
Blomkamp.
Blumkin. I'm gonna call him Blumkin.
Okay.
From the director of District 9, we got Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba. Troy Duffy, director of Boondock Saints 1 and 2. Yeah, Take On Me by Macaulay Culkin, and then Take On Me by Aha.
you've got my list where I have Saul Goodman. Saul Goodman played by I'm gonna write played by Bob Odenkirk. Mr. Brightside by The Killers, The New York Jets, Alfred Hitchcock's Rebecca, and Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield.
And then you have Daniel Radcliffe for my number one as Harry Potter. The D20 being best known for in D&D.
I like the pick. The more that he says it, the more I like the pick.
I like Big Butts by Sir Mix-a-Lot or
Baby Got Back.
Baby Got Back.
Baby Got Back.
And then the Eagles won Super Bowl win. And then Brandon Lee from The Crow.
Dono has a really funny list, honestly.
He does.
It's a pretty funny. Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, truly, those are some pretty good lists.
I would put the Titans, but
see, we have been to one Super Bowl and lost it, and we haven't been anywhere near it since. I almost picked them for my own list, but I didn't want to be that self-deprecating while they're currently holding on to a 3-point lead. So
I didn't wait. No, you need to have a hit to pick them.
I know. Going to the Super Bowl? What? I know. Yeah.
All right. So that's the Dapper draft.
Exactly. Thank you so much for the Dapper draft. And now we have our media picks of the month, life advice, and we get out of here, fellas.
My media pick is the Continental on Peacock, which I just watched all the way through. Phenomenal.
Is that the one in the John Wick universe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is phenomenal. It is about Winston and how he became the head of the Continental.
Oh.
Fantastic. It's quite literally 3 movies that go one after the other, and they're all amazingly done, but it's like a show.
Like a mini
But it's
episode, like a mini series type thing?
Well,
Right.
yeah, they're almost 150, or it's 1 hour and 50 minutes, like almost each one of them. It's between like 100 or 1 hour and 30 to an hour and like 50 on each one of them, depending.
Wow.
Wow.
But they made 3 movies. Phenomenal. I recommend watching them. They're great. The people that they chose for everything. It's corny like how some of John Wick's stuff is, but it's also awesome. And if you like John Wick, you're gonna love the series. Yeah. So
my media pick of the week is, and I've kind of been going off of the month with these. I've been kind of going off the wall with these, if I'm being honest with myself lately. And this is going to be in vain. I have asked this question more than once on the Dapper Ds. They're the 3 most important movies to you, the one that made you fall in love with movies, the one that you don't think you'd ever make a better version, and the one that you definitely think you could make a better version of. Go back and watch the movie that made you fall in love with movies. That is my mission to any viewer this month.
Hey, you know what? That's not a bad pick.
I've been into creative. I had this high of writing. I've been very open that we're writing a D&D source book ish. I don't know exactly what you would call it. D&D companion book. And I've been spearheading that project. Yeah, I've been spearheading that project. I have the majority of the book written, and then I just stopped. I worked on cards, and then I've been working on a secret Dapper D's episode. And I need to get back into writing. And my go-to is normally rewatch the movie that made me fall in love with movies. And I always say that movie is SLC Punk. There's a secret second one, which is Scott Pilgrim versus the World, because it's a movie that look, Edgar Wright tells a story with that can only be told with movies. I know it's a comic book, but what he does in the movie, I don't know, scene is something that can only be done with a movie, and it's very inspiring as somebody who's a creative. So go watch the movie that made you fall in love with movies this upcoming month.
But of course,
that is your November mission.
And
October mission.
Yeah, October mission.
I do have a secondary media pick, but I'll wait till the end.
So my Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I didn't want to give a second one before you'd given your first. That was
All right.
I think Dippy wants to end on his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we still have to do life advice.
No, that's what I mean. Dono, go on.
Okay.
Just please go on before I scream.
Okay.
Science!
Don't Let Go. Don't Let Go. It's currently out in theaters and stuff like that. Fucking phenomenal. Oh my god.
Yeah, don't spoil it. That's one that I might actually go see.
The child actors are ones that I'm gonna end up freaking keeping an eye on because they did a phenomenal job. And oh my god, like Haley Bailey or how do I say her name?
Halle Berry?
Halle Berry.
Haley Bailey.
Did not
Haley Bailey.
do, like, you would think that her as an actor would do the heavy lifting within this. Those kids pulled their own freaking weight plus. It is phenomenal. If you want to see two child actors that are phenomenal and a story that is gonna, there are points where you're gonna be questioning whether or not you need to leave, but you also want to stay because you've made it this far already. And I say stay. Watch the entirety of the thing. It is amazing. It's one of the few times where I watched a movie and I couldn't exactly guess what was happening next, or I would miss the beat, and which is great for me because I can usually guess the ending of a movie. So it really kept me on my toes, and it was fantastic.
There you go. My media pick of the week or the month. I just recently started watching my movies again. I had taken a little break from watching them just as I got life stuff kind of figured out, sorted. My pick is a movie that I watched when I was home. And let me just describe this movie to you, see if you pick up on it at all. This movie was in the 2008 Oscar races. It was nominated for 10 awards, and it won 8 of them. It won Best Director, Best Cinematography, and Best Picture, all in the same year, but it did not receive a single acting nomination. It was not selected for its foreign film. It was not selected for its foreign film category that year because it had garnered such a following in the year that it was made. And that movie is Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, okay.
It is one of the sleeper Best Picture winners of our modern era, because I completely forgot it existed until I saw it in my mom's cabinet and was like, oh, I haven't seen that movie. Phenomenal fucking movie. Honestly, such a great movie. You know, about like life in impoverished India, about a contestant being grilled for thinking to have cheated on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, when in reality it was all the answers came to him from his life experience.
Yes.
Like, it's such a phenomenal movie. I highly recommend it. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere, but it is.
It is.
You can check on IMDb.
Get it on. You can rent it on Apple TV and Fandango at home.
Oh, there you go.
Which apparently is a streaming service.
Well, find a way to watch Slumdog Millionaire, because it is fucking incredible.
Yes.
Yeah. And on that note, my life advice is that it's oh no. I don't know if this was too similar to my life advice that I gave last week. It's okay to not have hope and to start over if something isn't going as well as it was supposed to. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's really depressing, but
No, like not having
yeah.
In the sense that, like, what's the word? It's okay to start over.
Yes.
if something's not working out. Don't continue drilling into a piece of wood that's been stripped and cracked to the point where it's not useful anymore. That's my life.
Yeah. There you go. Dono?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Shoot. Damn. Okay.
Okay, I'll just go. It's fine.
Okay.
So my life advice is just drink some fucking water. Just go. Just drink some fucking water. You need it to stay alive.
I will say I had this entire jug completely full before I started the stream. I was feeling really weird. And then I started drinking water and I'm like, oh, okay. I was just dehydrated. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, just drink some fucking water.
My life advice is that self-care is not selfish.
There you go.
Taking care of yourself and making sure that you are okay is not selfish. The people that will tell you that do not care that you are taken care of. So
Love that.
I've been doing a lot more self-care lately, and it's really been helping. Like, it's just been great to be able to do that. So.
There you go.
All right.
And folks, that about does it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching.
That's all, folks.
Let's get I'll get some episodes uploaded later tonight. Or maybe like, I don't know. I'll work on uploading some episodes this week to the YouTube channel. So go check that out. Tune in tomorrow for Crossroads. Tune in Friday for Inquisition.
Yes.
And as always,
I won't be there, unfortunately.
Oh, you won't be there?
I told you I'm going to a wedding.
That's right. You did say that. Okay.
Yes.
Well, as always, I've been Dippy.
I've been Dadley.
I'm Dono, and I'm here to tell you that you matter and you're loved, and take care of yourself. And for goddamn sake, you are sexy, you son of a bitch.
And until next time, your adventure matters.
Stay dapper.
And roll your initiative.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.